What's up, everybody? Good morning. It's great to get this started. Let's go. Let's go. What's up? Good morning, guys, girls. Let's do this. Just marking up my DD bands for S&P. Nice rational day at the open. Should be pretty good and pretty textbook, hopefully today. Yesterday was on par with what I thought was going to happen. I just didn't take the trade. It was a little sketchy. Seeing resilience wobble around zero and had that irrational open. This morning things are looking really good, which I like. Bands on really quick. 97. Marking my DD bands. First thing, it's always with the game in the morning to do that. Worth waking up 15-20 minutes before prepping for the market. Always do day trading. Get up and do this. The music seems loud. Is that loud for you guys? A little loud for me. Good morning. What's up, Karan, Alpha, Chris? You guys are always here. Brian early. Justin always here in the morning. Brian early. My consistent early birds. So we got 18 minutes before market comes up and look fat. I saw an announcement. I tweeted this today. Fed's futures pricing in an expectation for 25 bips on the rate hike next week, plus one more before stopping. Who predicted that? Who said that last year in October? Let's go. Who said we'd taper to zero for summer? Right here. You guys did. We all did. This group. We all did. We all did. We said stop for summer, and then the market stabilizes, and then they start ramping rate hikes in the middle of the rally. 1 point, 2 points, 3 points at a time by the end of the year. But we'll be rallying. Nobody will care. That's a good sign that inflation stabilized and we got what we wanted. Fed induced a little bit of layoffs. The Fed does not want to crash the stock market to lay everybody off, just to lay off the people that are, you know, going to Zoom calls once a week for a $200K a year paycheck. That's people they need to get out of the employment force, workforce, and let wages stabilize and let them rethink. You know, let companies rethink those high wages. You know, stabilize labor market. That's good. Okay, let's get our DD bands up here. Let's do SPY fraction conversion 401. All right, let's go here. SPY currently at about 40.39 on the band. Fraction 10, 401.1. not right. Let me do it with this current spy. Oh wait, current spy. No, 406. Did y'all do your bands this morning? 406.9. Let me turn the fat a little bit. Yep. That's basically it. My 43.26. Good morning, everybody. Click that like button while you're here. Trim the fat. Employments. Gotta see that, you know, stabilizing stuff. Or 1.1. Okay. Let's get SPY front and center. And let's go ahead and get QQQ right here. Just on second chart. We'll do those guys right over here. Get our... Okay, so QQQ is going to be 289.7. That's enough. $294.9. We got a busy day today, so we'll be streaming immediately after the stream, about an hour. If I'm still in the trade, we'll go to Discord. I've got a podcast and beyond with the folks over at Kalshi. It's a really cool trading platform. They trade off events. If you guys ever heard of it, super sweet group. They're just having a bunch of speakers on about the debt ceiling, and they're asking yours truly to come on over there and talk with a bunch of big name folks that are going to be there in the fundies world. I love learning and listening to them. And then I've got a lunch date today after that, so I'm going to be kind of busy in the afternoon. I know it's today is Friday, I believe, so you guys have a wonderful weekend after that. My lunch date with the one and only Wolf Financial came to town, so we'll be doing that, chit-chatting, talking about, you know, markets and just chilling. But we got a lot going on this weekend, so a lot of Rocket Scooter updates, and we'll keep you guys posted. All right, so market's opening nice and rational, both fronts. Let me make sure I get my... let me put this QQQ chart somewhere else, just to keep it, like, front and center. And let's bring you over here, and let's make you this size, and let's enable two-step verification. At some point I will probably do that, but right now let's just keep things nice and stable here. All right, make sure you guys go to therockscooter.com if you want the free trial. Check it out. We'll be live for the small count challenge going forward every day. It's just looking good. Okay, so let's make sure I got everything set up here for the day. We got SPY everything on auto, making sure I have all my stuff ready to go. Yesterday was pretty much on point with the trade plan I had set up. Right, I was looking to long at hedge pressure and exit a DD band, which is right there, but I didn't take it because resilience was giving me some strange signals, and I just wasn't feeling it. Let my team know something real quick. A little Discord going. Yeah, with so many changes coming through. So our next step is to get futures data on our platform. We already opened those talks with our provider. So in a month or two, we should be there. Should be exciting. How are y'all doing today? Did y'all make any trades yesterday? Let me know. Let me know how y'all did. You got 10 minutes for market opens. Did anybody do anything? Did y'all sit out? Did you trade? Did you make your mortgage money? Did you blow up your account? Let's hear it. What'd y'all do? Finished making money for 9:30. Man, can I have your job? That sounds great. 27th January. Let's go. Okay, so pre-market, just kind of taking a look at the analysis here. I'm going to keep front and center on my other screen. My Nasdaq charts, I can watch the bands. The scanner this morning. Market's rational and stable, which is great. Let's take a look. And again, our pre-market check is always the same. Make sure enough people are here, we can go through it. One at a time, make sure you grab your liquidity map from the Discord. If you do not have that, you want to tag along with what we're doing. I'll drop that Discord link in chat. One of our mods will walk you right up to it. Liquidity map is my little playbook that I use like a flashcard to remind me where all those buyers and sellers are, and I make all my trade entries off of this particular guide. So it doesn't tell me the market's going to move in those directions. Tells me where buyers and sellers can be. These arrows represent buyers and sellers. If I went along, for instance, on VLU, they're likely buyers off of hedge pressure and hedge pressure monthly. These two levels are my entry points, or a gap and go along the open. There's all kind of cool ways I use this, but it's a guideline. So the codes tell me where positioning is and where hedging is, and I just follow the wave. No indicators. If you guys are new here, we have some use technical indicators. We've kind of reshaped that paradigm for Rocket Scooter, something completely new and random. Popped out of nowhere, and we're glad you guys checking it out. Okay, I need to note to self. All right, we got 8 minutes till open. I like what I see. We're gonna do the pre-market checks really quick. So after you get that liquidity map front and center, take a look at the news today. Like I said, Fed funds rate, Fed funds futures price again 25 bips. We said that is going to likely be the case. As the jobless claims are starting to show that more and more people are getting laid off, and I like to say the ridiculous salaries are getting laid off. People that are not really producing much for the company, but you know, like essentially work from home since COVID, and the companies are laying off 10%. They're all trimming the fat. Trimming the fat is always bullish in the short term for the stock market. Let me know if that music is a little too loud. Also, turn it down a little bit. But you trim the fat, you improve your bottom line. It's always a good deal. And as more and more people start getting laid off and filing unemployment for the first time, you see there's been 3 major waves of layoffs, right? In general, you had your holiday last year, you had your holiday this year, and then you had this interesting wave that took place kind of like in the middle of last year. And these 3 waves all pivoted the market bullish. Anytime unemployment's going up, the market became bullish because people were betting on the fact that because unemployment was going up, that Jay Powell would taper off rate hikes, which we predicted that relationship, and that's been 100% true. Last time in December, we said it would be a 50 bip. We got it. Immediately the day after, I said it'll be 25 in January. We're going to likely get that futures, and I said it's going to be 0 before the summer, and we're likely going to get that. Rate hikes are going to stop. They're not going to go into rate cuts. They're just going to be at 0 and let the market naturally stabilize, because what I posted last week, the market's very scarily structurally looking bearish on the commitment of traders for a month out. Not this month, but for a month out. Liquidity is growing with buyers and the asset manager camp going positive, more positive, and with shorts going more negative. This is a liquid market. People are entering the market into buying and shorting stocks. The blue is sloping faster than the green, so keep that in mind, that the bigger trade is shorting against the market makers. People are very much shorting the market faster than they're longing it. So anytime we've seen the relationship where the blue and red fan out in this direction, just know that it's never necessarily good for the market to not be volatile. So we have earnings season now and we have volatility. This is what happened last time. You saw that same relationship. But this particular example, red and blue were fanning out here and the market was just volatile. It didn't crash, but it was volatile. The last time we had it set up like that, the market did positionally squeeze out longs before it squeezed out shorts. So you got to be very careful. The timing on this is if there's any bearishness on the positional side of the market, it's a month from now. It's not this month. This month is looking relatively nice and stable, which I like. Next month is looking a little worse. So be careful for next month. Incredibly loud music. I was going to say it did seem loud. I thought I had turned that down. Let's go. Ooh. How about that? I swear every time Windows reinstall something or plug in a USB, it changes all my sound settings. Yeah, I'll go back to... here's a wave of that volatility, right? You'll see the same thing. Anytime you have the... actually, no, sorry, wrong one. That one, and... I need to go back. There was one like 10 years ago, maybe. Show an example of positional. This is the competitive traders report. It's a really good report to understand like relationships in the market. Next month. I mean, when I say month, I mean trading month. So month to month, from monthly to monthly. So we just started a new trading month. So a month from now. So we're in for a choppy market. It's not very bearish yet for this month. We're above monthly hedge pressure. Structurally bullish. Structurally looks okay. So it means if there's anything that's going to be sell-off is that the market's going to likely trickle up higher and higher and higher through earnings as the layoffs are improving the bottom line of the companies and outpacing the margin problem. However, after that, you can just see that the short is starting to build very rapidly faster than the long. So when the short is building fast and long, market makers just don't necessarily like to drop the price to, raise the price when there's not really a lot of buyers here. If they do, it'll squeeze out the shorts. That's one thing. But typically what happens is that they squeeze out the longs first, and you'll see just waves of volatility. So the market's going to become volatile likely in a month. You can see that built into the VIX futures as well. People are expecting a milder earnings, I would say, than this week than they were last week. But going into next month, it's going to be a choppier. So the market might just still trickle up higher, maybe like a 2 or 3 up days, a down day, 2 or 3 up days, a down day. And then at the end of earnings, it's going to likely start trading down again. Not just like a red day here and there, but I mean trading down, like pushing lower again, just because there's not a lot of buyers post earnings for any other reason. Like after earnings, there's no reason for people to go long. And again, the people who want to go long are already long right now. They're buying these dips. So after they buy in those dips, there's going to be like lack of activity for a while. And that lack of liquidity is likely going to be what can bring the market down lower. So I'm not targeting any shorts unless they're below monthly hedge pressure. We've been above it. The DD number has been long and strong, 80%. So nice and bullish going into earnings. I'll be buying dips, exiting on DD bands, typical stuff. Very narrow redistribution zone today. Yeah, it's going to be nice and clean. Oh, yeah. Dave Romero, welcome. Keith Miller. You're an old school club head, aren't you? Oh, I still go out. Yeah, old school, dude. I like, so from the 80s, 90s, I used to listen to techno, EDM, before it was, when you used to call it electronic music. I come from like the orbital Paul Oakenfold era. These days, yeah, I listen to all the new school stuff too, though. The Rocket Scooter Party, we had this huge event at this club. There was probably, what, 70 people that came to our event. It's massive. And everybody had a great time. Traders from all over the country, friends, speakers, podcasters, people flew in for the Rocket Skier party. It was so much fun. There's on my reel on my Instagram that has a picture of all of us having a good time. Just celebrating the launch of the platform. Plus, I was also a captain of the math club, so I was the only captain of the math club in high school. Mark it up in 1 minute. They had long hair that was different colors all the time, and I carried a skateboard. All right, looks like we are open. Let's get ready to go. I do like TradeBait. TradeBait's my favorite futures platform out there. Oh, nice. Okay. Is this accurate? Redistribution zone. All right. Oops. Let me refresh this. Right out the door, looking great. Okay, so let's get res. Let's see what we got. Res is nice and clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Res is above 0. Okay, let's get... looking solid. Okay. I'm going to do 3 micros out the door. If this is correct, let's see what I'm seeing here. We got a bull long up on SPY, it looks like. Let me see if I get that monthly hedge pressure numbers. So I'm going to do 3. I'm going to pile in the rest at the bottom. See if our data is coming through here. With resilience being positive. Make sure I got... Oh, shoot. You know what? Hold on, guys. My platform... I was like, okay, I need to log out and log back in. Hold on. My platform is... Be better if I actually logged right back in to my platform. There we go. Okay. All right. I don't remember my DD bands were because I drew them. I was on the test server version of the platform. So this is it. This is where we go. Bear long up, right out the door. I just grabbed 3 micros, nothing crazy. Just something small. My platform is actually stuck on waiting. Someone's actually logged in. Bear long up, hedge pressure long up to next resistance. Next resistance gonna be DD band. I don't remember what it was. It was like 406 point something. If anybody can give me those numbers, let me know. Unless I... Oh, it is here. Okay, cool. I didn't delete it. BLU on SPY. So things are looking nice and stable and solid. 406.0. Okay, thank you. So I'm looking for resilience positive, redistribution zone to the top level there, nice and clean. I actually do want to do something a little more. Okay, first trade of the challenge. We're just doing 3 micros. I scale my risk, if you guys want to know. There's an equation that I use to scale my risk. I want everybody to know what that is. And one thing you'll notice in fully transparent trading challenge is the account balance is always going to be on the screen. You're always going to see it top right. Every single trade and every single entry is going to be displayed and shown. The account history will be shown. Performance stats will be shown. Everything. Nobody on YouTube is this transparent. It's live streaming. No trades done off camera. If there are trades done off camera, the continuous broker statement would like accidentally, like my trade just lasts and I'm not going to stream all day. The broker statement the next day will conclude that saga. There will be no camera tricks, no cuts, no deposits, no withdrawals. Full trading challenge. Last time I did a trading challenge, if you guys remember, I want a 70-day streak on YouTube in front of, 5,000 people watch stream a day. Last time. That's 3.5 months without a single red day. And if you were here for that, type in chat. His guy's not making it up. I was there for that. It was transparent. I saw his broker statement every single day. Never missed a beat. The stats and performance history was there. So let's see if I have that same hopefully bravado in my trading skills. But who knows? Streaks are stupid. And I hate to say that, but I did get pretty lucky, but for 3.5 months. It drew such a huge crowd as people started coming in, wanting to watch me screw it all up, which is great. Okay, let's watch resilience really quick. Just because we're on the edge here, I'm going to make sure I'm going to put spot index NASDAQ resilience. Again, I just have a three contracts, so I can double down and add right down. This is a very long drop down the hedge pressure. I don't want to go in too heavy from here, but with resilience positive and just now dropping negative, this is actually a sign that we are likely going to resist half gap in the middle. So I'm glad I'm in a light spot so I can actually get in a little heavier down at the bottom. And be careful because there's a liquidity pocket. Window of opportunity will close if we do fall through here. When the DD number comes through though, we'll see if we get, okay, so we're stuck at 89.2. DD number is 0.83. There it is. Okay. So DD number is great. There's another trick that we do, which is one of the newer techniques we have coming out, is that whenever you are, oops, let's go here really quick. Whenever you are, DD number is greater than 0.5, this is expected to be support, okay? That's one thing I'm looking for, support. The market's gonna be random from here. So be very careful once you hit that liquidity pocket to not do anything super crazy. So let me, so market, so we're what we call rational today. So resilience is going to lead the charge. That's not really necessarily indicating much bullishness from here until it goes above 0. So when this number is above 0, then we're going to push through half gap and keep going, which I like. As a matter of fact, I just want to put like one more in. I'm going to do 4 and 6. I know my positional rule is 8, but I'm going to do 10 today just to be slightly imbalanced from my 2 entries. So my rule is you take the net lick divided by the margin requirement equals number of contracts. This is the way to not stay. This is for futures. This is for futures. This is the cash balance, your margin account in futures, so that you're not over trading based on the average rule of the market moving one risk interval up or down to stay rational. So market moves up or down about 30 points in the S&P. It's about $125 a micro, which 3 micros, I'm sorry, when you do this puts a 10K account about 8 micros, right? So 125 times 8 is $1,000. So this equation means if I'm upside down 30 points, I lose $1,000 on 10. That balancing act gives me around 10% loss max per day on a trading account. So that's a great rule to follow if you guys want to know. Write that rule down. You learned something today. We teach every day after the stream, so come into the stream and I'm gonna teach you guys some stuff like this every single morning. Yeah, res is still negative, and it's also a leading indicator when markets are rational, so we're gonna be looking at this. Now, NASDAQ pulling the 4, it's looking pretty okay, so I like it. Let's get some stocks, BLU. Should get how to pull stocks on the scanner, by the way, just if you're trading options or anything else. Let's look for some things that are looking nice and bullish right on the edge today. Distance of hedge pressure. We got Nike, Baba, PPG. We got some pretty decent plays loading up here. Any major earnings today? We gotta forget to check that. Our earnings calendar. And I have a video called my pre-market check, and it shows like all the stuff I look at every day. Just really good to watch that video. Let's see what we got. This is just today earnings. We had Chevron before pre-market, Colgate, Palm Olive, Charter. No post-market mega caps today, so it's gonna be a light day. It is Friday. Friday is expiration, so the market's likely gonna run. Let's double check one more thing, the UVXY, just to make sure there's no wonky stuff when it comes to VIX itself. There is none. Volatility is in a decay pattern, which is great. I do like what I see, so that's good to see. All of our checks are rational. Markets are good. We have 5 checks. I did them all. You probably didn't see it because it's a very quick process, but the market's nice and clean and stable. The only hiccup is this resilience being less than 0, which means this half gap is resistance for right now. I am in a bet that's likely going to take some drawdown. I'm expecting that already. So, oops. So here's the rolls. Okay. This is resilience in the middle of the band. Greater than 0 goes from here to here. Less than 0 goes from here to here. So right now, I'm expecting us to take a little move there. Anytime you resist this right here, you're outside of the band. Res less than 0 makes that resistance as well. So if you break through and res is still less than 0, I'm expecting this today. Okay. So I'm in a small position because of that, just to have something small in case we do push up. After that stabilized resilience, which is NASDAQ is looking good, but S&P's not. So I don't like to trade too much, but I'm going to go ahead and take it anyways because it's a bull long up. So remember, it's a gap. We gap down. I might just take it just to fill the gap. Move up to the CD bands, call it a day, and be there. But you see how I'm expecting one setup, right? if I'm going to say that today my position is going to be 10, just to give me a little more flexibility. It's a little over leveraged for what I want, but that's okay. It's another, it makes it 12.5% instead of 10% max drawdown for the day, and that position size of 10. So what I do is I have trade number 1 can move here, where I'm going to add to it if it's not too bad down here. So I would say, am I comfortable losing about 30, what is this? 10, about 15 points. Not really too bad. But again, the question is, if it falls through here more than a strike, I'll probably cut and I'll probably dive into the full 10 right there and take that trade. One of the rules that we have, which is a really fun rule, and I always like to scribble out and draw what the day is going to do before it happens. So right now, we need this number, this resilience to go above 0, and I'll be nice and happy. This being below 0, not a good sign. Right? So since I know I can have two hands, I go ahead and make that choice here. This is a 22 point drop. Right? So micros, every 4 is 12.5 points, or $1.25 per contract, right? So it's $5 a point on micro. So 5 times 4 is $20 a point, right? Am I doing that right? My math is awesome. $1.25 a point for micro, 12.5 for mini. We have 4, right? So that makes $5 of loss a point with a position of 4. So I tell myself, if I'm going to lose $5 a point, I'm converting this futures in my head really quick. 404 to 402.5 is about a point and a half, right? I'm sorry. On Spice, it's about 15. Is that 15 points? 40. My entry point was 40.65, so we'll do 2.5, 404. So about, yeah, not 22. Trying to calculate my max loss really quick. And you can do this in a spreadsheet if you want. But at $5 a point, I'm just going to estimate about how much we can lose here. That's a point on ES. And so from here, 404.11 to 402.5, that's like it's about 17.5, maybe less than 20 points. I estimate 20 points, right? So now how much drawdown I'm going to take if this does fall. Where's my mouse? And the rest of being negative, I kind of don't like what I see, right? Being rational, it can be a leading indicator. So I might just bail on this, to be honest. First pop I get. If this wave doesn't bring resilience positive, I'm going to cut it. Yeah, I know. This one I'm looking. All right. Okay, I'm going to cut it. Res is less than 0. I'm cutting it on that. I don't like it, so I'm just going to take the win. It's a small win, but let me let it resist. I'll play again off of the bottom of the bull zone. I don't like it, as we're not getting that CMON resilience, so I'm going to kind of cut. I just cut it for a win really quick. I know I'm being a little timid here, but I would like to see us move outside the redistribution zone, and I'll actually will jump back in if we do pop through here to there. It's a really long trade. Thank you. All right, let me just, like I said, I did bail too early because that's a good sign that we're supporting here. All right, let me get my spreadsheet really quick. I'm making where's my mouse? Okay. Sorry, not. I was actually. I'm here. I'm here. 500. I'm here. $5 a point. $5 a tick. Here I am being stupid. I was like, why is my math sounding weird? This is me waking up in the morning and not getting enough sleep. It's $1.25 a tick. Why do you say point? Tick. So $5 a point. And I have 4 contracts. 20. I was like, wait. So it's $20 a point for a position of 4. That's what I was doing my risk here. If I was going to fall about 20-ish points, the loss is likely going to be about $400. Draw down to here, and I'm totally okay with $400 on 10. 4%, not bad. So it gave me the flexibility to put a lot more contracts here to get back into the trade. Yeah. Potential cast in 15 minutes as well. Mateen, thanks for being on point here. If you guys like what you're seeing, click that like button on the stream. Woo, biggest stream we've had. We're well, not ever, but in the Rocket Scooter days. You guys are killing it. I love you. 18 likes. Oh my gosh. I don't like the taste of vomit in my mouth. Let's go ahead and kick that number up. I got some weirdo who said he bought a bunch of Google bots, 1,000 of them. Spam dislikes or stream. You guys got to fight. You got to fight the good fight with all the haters out there. They want you to watch them paper trade, so you can hand over your hard-earned money for sim account trade warriors. But here you go. Y'all can watch me sweat out the real stuff. Resilience is nice and steady here. I do like what I see. So in the redistribution zone, I did wuss out a little earlier. The low bull zone level, the ES. Yeah, when we get futures data, which we had that meeting yesterday, great meeting, by the way. Futures data will be in our platform, and you'll be able to trade futures. First, we'll go in there before we go stocks and equities. The easiest turn on for the platform will be futures. The quickest, or turnover, sorry. Within 2 months, you will be able to log into over 100 futures brokers. We're gonna get all of them. And you'll be able to tie in all the good ones, at least. Log into your account, the Rocket Scooter, and trade your own brokerage account. So, and you'll be able to have future streaming data. And whenever you have that data, we'll be able to do all these ED levels and everything for you. Thinkorswim has discontinued. Lucky for me, I have a few API tokens for Thinkorswim. They have discontinued issuing new API tokens until the Schwab merger is done. So to even connect to an API from a business account, right, we have to have some kind of connection. Not a business account, but like a connection to their API. We would need the account for that. I have to see if I can't retrofit my existing APIs that I have on my personal accounts to be able to do so. If I were to say, hey, Rocket Scooter needs an API connection so we can submit order flow through your Thinkorswim, they're going to probably say we're not giving out any new ones. So they didn't announce it a couple weeks ago, actually. Not sure. The list, I haven't looked at the entire list, but pretty much any FCM that's worth a dang will have that ability. I know I did wuss out. Resilience is looking nice and stable and steady. That upper redistribution zone, I do likely want to get back in. My exit was. Oh shoot! I knew something was missing. I'm missing my my entry and exits. So I wanted to see where I closed out at, and also it's not showing it here. I had to reconfigure my trade evade. I'll do it on the next go. Okay, market's looking nice and stable. First pullback, I think I'm gonna pile into something small again. I did cut out a little over eagerly, get out early. So support is now at half gap, which is great. It's a pretty long run, so I want to be in on this. So I just don't want to. Maybe I'll just go back into my normal setup. Give me a little dip. Okay, all my rules are good. Let's go back in right here. First little pullback I get. Supporting here, Resger and 0. It's a long off of the open now. Or off the close price. We did fill the gap. Gap is filled. Stable, strong. DD's positive. Market's likely to go through here. So I might... Come on. Let's do 1. And 2. Just 2. Nice and clean day, right? So I'd like to be long inside of this range here. So this is my new range. As long as resilience is stable, this is a nice clean day. Nice clean day. I'm expecting this. There's a huge push. Like I want to be in my full position, but I also want to get a good entry on it too, right? I don't want to be like in a shitty position. What's the white box? Oh, white box is a redistribution zone. It's one of our best tricks there is. There are 2 rules of redistribution zone. I promise. I want everybody here to do me a favor. Go to the Discord right now, and a mod will walk you to all the places you need to go. We will do a training session, a live training session teaching all of this. Jeffrey, you know, Jeff, you've been around forever, so you know what some of this is. Redistribution zone is the close and open price, and resilience in the redistribution zone is one of our major tricks. There's 2 modes of resilience. How I use this indicator to scalp and trade in the redistribution zone. Add 1 more on that little red candle. I'll show you how this works. Nasdaq is pushing, and actually Nasdaq is going to hit its upper DD band first. So let's go ahead and go a little heavier on SPY, because we are almost at the end. Now SPY has a long run to go, but Nasdaq is going to be like really close, right? So can somebody, if you don't have the Nasdaq numbers, can you give them to me? I added 2 more to my position really quick just to kind of go on that. Looks like it's 294.98. If I have that right. So Nasdaq, I'm always watching SPY and Nasdaq at the same time. So keeping in mind, if y'all want to learn a couple tricks here, when it comes to those DD bands being a target, whichever one hits first is my target. So Nasdaq is about to hit first. So I went ahead and went a little heavier on my position because I think in about next 5 to 10 minutes, Nasdaq can hit the upper band. And that'll be like the extent of the trading day for me for today. The upper band on Nasdaq, I do this on a spreadsheet off to the side. When we get our futures data, this will all be automated for you guys, which makes me really happy. 294.9 something, about right here. So that's it. Once Nasdaq hits that, market's getting a little bit of volatility from there. I'm going to trim my position. Nasdaq is 289.669. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, by the way, Rocket Scooter has a free trial. We are a trading platform. We've been developing for 3 years, and the next year or 2, you'll be able to log in and trade through just about every major broker on the planet, your own trading account. And through that, you'll be able to use our complex analysis tools. What we do have is positional risk analysis. It's different than technicals. You may see a surprising lack of any technical indicators on my chart, which is great. These are positional levels of market maker positions. And we have a bunch of techniques that we teach. Swing trading, day trading, it doesn't matter. We do have something for every single style of trader out there. Let me just double check SPY monthly walls. Look at that volatility for the month. Still pretty big, about 190 points of expected volatility getting the earnings. But now we're through some of the big majors, right? The big major techs. It's not going to be too bad today. Do you ever position size based on risk dollars, stop loss based on where your thesis is proved wrong? So if my thesis is proved wrong, on a fundamental basis, I still trade off the positional data. I just know the timing of that's different. So like my original thesis that bear market, right, is back. Bear market is back, everybody. Don't be convinced otherwise, is the timing of it. So right now we're in a BLU and above monthly hedge pressure, which means for the trading month, which is the third Friday, it's bull structure. So like the groundhog, I don't know, solid shadow, didn't see a shadow, whatever that metaphor, that saying is, whatever the good one is, right? We came out, market looked great. So we have a pretty solid month going in ERs, but the bear structure is there, and it's a very scary bear structure. And I had a whole Zoom call that even talked about it being scary. So you gotta be very careful. Where's my liquidity map? Community of Traders was painting a really ugly picture right here. I pinned a tweet about it, but anytime you have the shorts outpacing the longs against the market makers, typically it starts creating volatility. When dealers are longing the market, they don't like to drop the bid. And that's one of the things you'll notice is one of those things. When markets are liquid and dealers are actually a net positive, they don't like to drop the bid on themselves. And right now they're not net positive. So this is a whole analysis style. What I love seeing is on Twitter and social media, there are tons of people that are using the commitment of traders now. You know, we were kind of when the OG, because a lot of people don't trade futures, right? So they didn't even know this existed. And I love the bar chart version. Now I'm seeing a lot of people. I've trained a lot of trainers. So there's a lot of people that educate and teach out there who've gone through my commitment of traders course with me because they were so fascinated for the idea that there's positional data available that lets you see where market makers and other positions are. And this is in futures, but it's going to mirror the risk in the equities market. It's a really strong thing, and I love seeing people talk about this now because it's very important. These relationships actually paint a really solid picture of the market. It is flashing some warning signs, not terribly anymore, because when you see these green and blue lines span apart, market is liquid with more participants. So more people shorting versus more people longing. It means there's more traders coming to the game, which is great for liquidity, and buyers and sellers are finding each other, which is also great for liquidity. But there's not a large enough wave of buyers against the sellers. The blue is sloping faster than the green, so shorts are shorting harder than the green. So in that particular case, the market makers are forced to accumulate, and when they're accumulating, they don't drop the bid on themselves. As you see, the market is trickling up, but every time you've had this accumulation wave, the minute the buying stops, which is where I got scared right here, when this is flat and there's no more buyers, they completely collapse the market to attract buyers. You lower price to find buyers so they can redistribute their shares to some buyers by having some waves of volatility, but they don't let the market crash because they're in the long trade against the shorts. So basically, like this, like they have the bag and then went drop the price on themselves. So when dealers are basically net positive, you don't see the market collapse on itself. But the idea that you have a really strong short against the dealers usually causes waves of volatility. And so when I said bear market is back, there were some other thesis points that went with that. It comes down to the idea that it's not going to find anything. If it does, is a lower low one time, one lower low. That's it. The market's likely to, at the end of this month, if buyers don't step in and the Fed has a 25 bip and a 0 bip rate hike, Wall Street will, those shorts will cover, right? And the market will pop, and then everybody that's long that wants to sell will start selling. And I think we'll have a lower wave, one lower wave that will bottom out, and then we hold for the summer. And if we hold for the summer, the Fed starts raising rates and we don't sell off, which I think is what's going to happen, then the recession can end in the summer, which is great. But positionally, it just doesn't look good for the medium term. The near term looks great because we have a positive DD through earnings and we have above monthly hedge pressure. Both of those are metrics for the longer term month. So I'm not scared of the market just yet. We have pushed through a liquidity pocket on QQQ. That should actually be a moment of concern for my actual trade here. This is a random window of opportunity. Random has been triggered on QQQ. Just keep that in mind. I am trading SPY, but QQQ's DD bands are coming up first, so that is the exit target. I have one. Resilience nice and strong, still pretty solid. I do like what I see. We've made 4 trades already. This is trade number 5. All of them are a win. That's good. Not too terrible for a first day. Well, second day for the streak. The marathon to 100K is going to be every single day, every single morning. We love that you guys are sharing the space with us. My name's Matt. I'm that dude with the glasses. I trade. I'm okay. I'm nothing special. But we love that you guys are here and sharing the space with us. Really exciting to see. If you've not been to the Rockscare Discord, please go there now. A tree going red there, which is good. As long as red stays positive, I do want to see a dip inside of there. I likely will add to my position in there. We still got some squeeze left on the run today, which is good. That's why I only go in small. Allow myself some flexibility to go in a little heavier. Now, resilience above 0. We are above the redistribution zone. This is support. This is where I did get my entry right here. These are still nice and strong. No scares today. We do have Catalyst, I think, coming up. Let me check the calendar really quick. Do we have anything today? Wholesale inventories came out. I don't see anything on the calendar, to be honest. Nobody speaking anytime soon in the morning. I think we're pretty okay there. Okay. If you need access to the liquidity map, everybody head over to the Discord right now. We'll give you access to everything that we have, which is pretty cool. You guys can check this out. Can't get into Discord? You just click that link. Consumer sentiment. Let me make sure I'm on the right day here. Oh, this needed to refresh, did it? Is this the right time? Am I on the right day? Hold on here. I was like, okay, that looks better. That was like, that was not the right day. Here we go. Fed PCE, Michigan consumer expectations. Yeah, that could give us a good dip to buy, so that'd be nice. Yeah. Yeah. I use the economic calendar, is great. I use Financial Juice religiously. I love Financial Juice. It's so awesome for my news aggregator. 1 minute till that thing comes out, so we'll see. Here we go. 1 minute. Let's just see if the numbers come out. Financial Juice is so on top of stuff. Make sure I'm going to keep this off to the side so I can watch it. As long as resilience is nice and long and strong, I'm long in there for that second run, which is good. Let's start. All signs are great. TD 0.8, so we're going to likely see on the bull side today, which is good. There's a catalyst. Market's getting all crazy wonky right now. I don't think there's anything moving off of that. Let's get a tick chart right now on my yes. Oh yeah, that's good. Double check the stocks or anything great. Let's actually go to the scanner real quick. I'm going to start scanning. Michigan sentiment forecast 64.6 came in at 64.9. So it came in a little higher than the why is my come on. My browser's frozen. I love it. Okay, here we go. Pending home sales also came out. 2.5 home sales actual against a forecast of negative 0.9. That's really good. Let me go through some MHP break ups and break hinge pressure breakups. Resilience nice and stable. There's that dip I want. All right, let's go. A little bit lower. Hit that half gap. Let's add to the position. Let's go all in. Full 8 around that dip. My rules are there. Resilience greater than 0. There's that halfway point. I'm good for that run. Let's see if we get it. Can everybody get into the Discord okay? If you go to the Discord, everybody, really quick, everyone go to that Discord link, sign up for the free trial. Rocket Secure, you guys can use our platform, our scanner. It's really fun. It's a really cool thing. I love it. Let me refresh this though. A little graphical glitch a second there. Is it gonna go there? We're gonna remove the liquidity map and just look for stocks that are just now breaking through hedge pressures. And to let them know this is an anomaly here. And I usually make 1 day trade a day, maybe 2 at the most. And I usually call it a day. So far we're up, what, 3% on the first day? Not bad, right? All signs are good. Market's looking great. About to hit that DD on it for Q, and I'm gonna call it a day. You guys are witnessing the small account 100K challenge. It's gonna be right on point. This is textbook as it ever has been. Super simple day today. Everyone in Discord was getting a little excited about the textbookness of today. Nice and clean. What is he telling me? So QQQ is getting really close. DD van on Q is really close. So when Q's hit its level, like I watch Q and SPY at the same time. Whichever one hits its level first, we call it a day. So this is good. This is pretty textbook. So I do like to see that. Again, resilience, we dipped to the area. That was the rule I take. It took the long. Nice and good. So it'd be good. Very first day yesterday was a sit out. Today it looks like we're up 4%. Pretty good. We'll have the broker statement posted in the Discord. Everybody here, click that like button if you do like what you see. We are getting pretty close. Let me just go ahead and trim just a little bit on that first green candle. Go to higher highs. Let's close out 1. Higher highs, close out 2. It's closing out on greens. We're very close. I think the 6 going all the way. Do not want the free trial yet. Can't get into Discord. What do you mean you can't get into Discord? There's a link. You click it. It should load up. Does Discord not load up on your computer? Or does it not load up in your browser? Do you not have Discord installed? What happens when you click the link? Everyone else. Now I'm in trouble with the link. Everyone go to that Discord link really quick. Go over to the get started area. Daniel, you're in there. Awesome, man. Awesome. Karan nailed it. Good job, buddy. Okay, so again, SPY has a little bit of a run there, so I'm still holding on for a little bit. QQQ is about to touch its upper DD band. I'm not going to cut out early and be too big of a wuss, but I did trim a little tiny bit. I know you're getting ready for that DD short, baby. That's why I'm going to get out of the way for you short against me. Why do you exit when any of SPY QQ hit the DD band? What if it continues? Maybe leave a runner. I leave some on the table. I trim. I don't get over eager. I take my first pivot and I trim. So 8 is my maximum position size. So as soon as I get a runner, as soon as I hit that, I'm going to close it down to like 2 or 3 and let 2 or 3 run. Only go to the beginning page and freezes. See, Torino? Oh, okay. So you're having local issues with the app itself. I would say that you're having some issue on Discord. Maybe close everything down and reopen it back up. So that's like your computer is glitching on Discord. It can be, Discord itself can be wonky sometimes. Usually if you just reboot your computer, that sounds very like lame IT advice. It usually fixes everything Discord related. Or go to your task manager and just kill all the Discord, open Discord processes and reopen it. You get that DD ban for SPY. I wake up in the morning and draw it manually, which will be happening until you guys get Futures Day on the platform. Everyone, click that like button because I'm gonna be out of here in about 10 minutes. I'm going to the Discord to go through an educational session on why I did what I did today. I got to get ready. Let's go my dinner date with the Sexy Wolf Financial. We're going to lunch. Me, him, and Nicole, and probably his girlfriend. We're going to go hang out for a little bit. I'm going to be on a podcast today with the Kalshi group. We'll be talking about the debt ceiling, which is one of y'all's least favorite topics, I'm sure. But the question is the debt ceiling going to affect the stock market? And we'll have to see if that's going to be something we're going to talk about. I did prepare my conversation topic for the day, so I'm excited to see how that comes. Olivia, what's up, girl? Hold on. What are you doing here? Olivia's in the stream. Hold on. You want to see my pretty face? Since Olivia's here, I had to show my face. Okay, we're at the upper DD band. Let's go ahead and kill the position. Let's kill the whole thing. That's not bad. We're at 5% on the small count challenge. The first set of trades he made. It's not really too terribly bad. Hit that upper DD band. Close that. Show us your face. Ben Fisher, if you're quoting the Chappelle Show, that was one of my favorite comedians on the planet. Send that like, guys. Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot. End of the day, like I said, I could leave a couple on for the runners, but I do have to go to prepare for the rest of my day here. Banger trade. Yeah, not bad. I think I did four contracts first time, close it out. 8 contracts second time, close it out. That's 12 contracts. All winners. Resilience upper DD band. That's it. Nice day trade. Very cool. Dave Chappelle's a man. I saw Dave Chappelle during COVID, actually. Funny story. Dave Chappelle was touring during COVID, and I had to stand in line 10 feet apart from everyone else standing in line, and I had to take a rapid test on the spot outside of the venue when a nurse came by and swabbed all of our noses just to get into the venue. And all the comedians, they were all, what's his name? Donnell Rawlings. He was there. Like a lot of people from the Chappelle Show. I've actually seen most of them in concert. I saw Charlie Murphy before he died. He was great. Yeah. And Donald Williams was like, he's hilarious. You guys know he's Ashy Larry from Chappelle Show. He was like, man, he's like, F Dave Chappelle. And he was actually on stage. He's like, that MFer made me take a COVID test just to get up here. Made all y'all take a COVID test. I don't know why y'all pay him any money. It was so funny. It was hilarious. And then when he did that that stand-up, it was the you know, his reveal of the industry, right? I forgot what it's called, but there was a special on Netflix. He filmed that in Houston, so I was actually there for that whole story. It was such a good, we talked about like what happened with his name and with the industry and stuff. It was really cool. It'll be on Spaces, yeah. But it's such a cool thing. And then afterwards, he stayed up on the stage and danced for 2 hours and listened to music. Just walked around stage dancing. Such a great dude. You guys good? Yeah, banger trade. Thanks, man. We're good. We're good. How did I do that? We'll talk about that in about 10 minutes. When everybody right now go to this Discord. We're going to have a Zoom session where I train on what I do. I'm going to teach you guys everything that I do. All right, we're going to get out of here in just a little bit. So I'm going to call it a morning. Once remember, make the trades. We get out, call a day up 5% small account challenge. Day 2, 100K marathon. Last time we went on a 70-day streak, 70 out the door. I didn't lose a single day for 70 days. That's luck. My performance is unusual. I've been doing this for a very long time. Don't think you'll mirror my results doing anything other than grinding this out for years and years and years and years. It's a hard profession to get into. If you want to learn a little bit, feel free to give us a chance. The Discord link is now posted here in the chat. Click that right now. In the next 10 minutes, we'll get you into a Zoom call. We'll train you on some of these features, and also grab that Rocket Scooter free trial. For now, we have a 50% off for the rest of your life. All data feeds included, especially when we get the futures data coming, futures trading coming. You'll get all that upgrade for free, $100 a month for the full platform. All data feeds coming through, and that special is going away once we switch to our pricing model to have you guys buy everything one at a time. Futures, Forex, crypto, you name it, we'll have it all. But $100 a month, get our platform scanner, watch list, everything coming out. And all data feeds are free in the future. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Rocket Scooter. 3-2. Killed it. Love y'all.